Hi everyone, April Joy Ford here. So the time has come. I am actually now ready to share what you guys have been asking me, and thank you for your questions and comments and concerns of, April, what's in those pages that you referenced in your 20-year miracle? So you guys have been wondering and waiting, and I've been nervous to share it. As you can probably still hear in my voice, I'm still a little nervous. So I'm getting ready to share what's in these pages that you guys have been waiting for me to share. If you have no clue as to what I'm talking about, I encourage you guys after this video to go to my YouTube channel and listen and watch the video that I did on my 20-year Miracle Phoenix video that I shared here on Facebook. But it's out there on YouTube. Just search April Joy Ford is the name of my channel, and the name of the video is 20-year, I think it's a 20-year Miracle video or 20-year Phoenix video. Anyways, you'll find it. I'm sure Google will find it through all those keywords. So today, I'm going to ask you guys, how far will you reach to achieve your dreams? Will you let your setbacks hold you back? And that's why I'm going to share what's in these pages, because had I let my setbacks hold me back, all the little obstacles, well, little and big, along the way, I wouldn't have been able to receive such blessings and the people that I met along my journey. And that Saturday on September 17th, 2016, when I received my blessing, that took 20 years of me praying persistently, but hey, the power of persistency in prayer really works. So here we go. And just to reference the date, I know it's been a little while, that was, I think it was on the 17th, wasn't it? September 17th. It was a Saturday, 2016. And I'm going to read you guys what happened prior to that on Wednesday, September 14th, 2016. So here we go. I don't know if you guys want to grab your popcorn. This might take a few pages, or take some notes. On my way to Salt Lake City, Utah for the doTERRA convention. Tonight is a diamond gala. Sandra Pascal is a diamond, and she is nominating Joy's Gift for their charitable cause that they will support. God is working not only behind the scenes, but on it. On Monday, I had my regular meeting with my producer, Robert. It was emotionally embarrassing. He wanted to know what was wrong, and I just told him about my roller coaster of what I call my bipolar blessings, good and great news of my curriculum getting approved by CDSS at the state level, and now in the waiting and transition until my contracts come in for income. I asked if there were any part-time opportunities for me to do for supplemental income at the network level. He said he would be glad to help and that I shouldn't be embarrassed. Right when I got off the phone, Sandra called. She said that Emily, the co-founder of doTERRA, pinged her about her testimony. Emily will be sharing Sandra's testimony at the convention this week in front of 30,000 plus people. So now we can come in with more armor when nominating Joy's Gift. So when Sandra nominates us, they will know for sure who she is, and now that she is a best-selling author. I emphasized to Sandra how we can reflect how that when we each operate in our genius, magic happens. She's paved the way for me at doTERRA, and I've paved the way for her, helping her become a best-selling author and an upcoming radio host. Had we not, we wouldn't have the opportunity to collaborate and converge to make a major impact. God works for the greater good. Amen to that, Sandra. So now, take a leap with faith. Faith will come alongside you with wings. I didn't know how I could possibly go to convention. I was dealing with one of my accounts being frozen. I was considering getting a lawyer involved as advised by my CPA. I didn't know how, where financial resources would come from, since my income was at a trickle and not a flow, but I made a commitment to go. I outlined the travel expenses for air, hotel, convention ticket, gala ticket, the team party, babysitter, etc. For the air, I was about to redeem my air points that I've been saving. For the hotel, Sandra found me someone to share a room with. For my convention ticket, I got a discount. For the team party, it was only $40. I was able to pay a credit card payment just enough to cover the expenses on the hotel, the convention ticket, the party, the gala ticket. I would just have to pay for the sitter. So yesterday, just yesterday, after I dropped off the kids at school, I felt the little pulse and nudge by my intuition to check my P.O. box mail, which I only check once a week, if that. I felt like if I were to check it, I would be getting an unexpected check. And sure enough, I put LOL. I got a check not knowing why this company sent me a check. When I did the math, it pretty much covered the hotel, the convention ticket, the gala, and the team party ticket with a few change left over. Then I go to the bank to deposit the check, considering I was leaving the next day. I noticed that the business account that I was depositing the check into was negative. What the heck? There was an unauthorized transaction that was pending. I had to call the bank to reverse it and not block my card since I had to travel the next day. It can only get better from here, I said to myself. This type of scenario where I took a leap with faith and faith came alongside with me with wings was like the time during the summer when I went on the cruise with the kids. The kids were almost done with school, and considering it was going to be a short summer with school starting early, I had an intuitive thought to just take a vacation, go on a cruise. I had to test and pray about this. My business just took a shift in focus with the training on Break Through the Barriers that I was focusing on. It was a major shift because I just finished my online sales funnel for my books and coaching. I didn't know where I was going to find the resources, both time and money, to just take a relaxing vacation. So I tested my intuitive pulse and I got a yes to go. What I've learned is that when you take a bold action of faith, fear runs away. 2 days before the kids and I were set for the cruise, I was having lunch with a friend. It took us about 6 months of playing text tag and phone tag to finally meet up for lunch. I told her about the news in my business and in the shift, and I had invited her to an upcoming informational mixer that I was having once I got back from the cruise. She was so intrigued of what I was working on and asked if I could coach her. She offered to pay me my top VIP package. So on the cruise, here I was, I just realized that the amount that this new client would pay me would pretty much cover the cost of the cruise for me and my 2 kids. So what was the point of worrying all along long ago? Take a leap with faith. So getting back to the story, in my connecting flight to Phoenix from Salt Lake City to Orange County, this is now Saturday, September 17th, as I wrote on all the obstacles I had to get through to get to this convention at Salt Lake, I would have missed a prayer, a major prayer and miracle and blessing in my life. I had 1 to 2 hours of my connecting flight, so I decided to stop at a Mexican restaurant at the airport for lunch. The host and waiter seated me and I placed my order. Within a few minutes of just sitting there, I heard a little voice to look over my left shoulder. OMG. I was in shock to see who was sitting behind me. It was, as I shared in the original video, my son, who I gave away for adoption at the age of 16. If you guys know my story, I was actually raped by my stepfather, and that was his baby. So go watch the other video on that. Okay, getting back to this journal entry. I quickly turned back around, almost in tears, to call his adoptive mother. Luckily, she picked up, and I told her the situation. I asked if it was okay for me to walk over and say hi to him. She wanted to make sure it was him, so she said to keep her on the phone while I walk over to him to ask his name. I'm pretty sure it was him, and sure enough, as I walked over, tapped him on the back of his arm and asked his name, he said yes. I told him it was a small world because I had his adoptive mom on the phone, so I gave the phone to him. Okay, this part I might want to leave just private, just due to their privacy. And let me continue on. Okay. Okay, so we had that little encounter. By this time, my food came and I wasn't hungry. I recorded a video on my phone at the moment to capture my gratitude, overwhelm God working in my life, always. I sent this video only to a few people, then called my mom to tell her what happened. In the video, I said I always had a vision I would randomly meet the son that I gave away for adoption, like at a restaurant, but didn't know how, where, or when. Thank you, God, for this miracle. It was worth every struggle, stress, strain getting here. Trust in God. And P.S. This only happens in movies, or movies called life. And when I landed in Phoenix, I got a text from Olympia LaPointe about my interview the next week on her show in LA. I noticed in the bio, she wrote about me, and I put this in quotes, April lived through experiences that movies are made about. And that just happened when I landed in Phoenix. And from yesterday, I was telling Adrian, my sitter that picked me up from the airport that day, that I was taking care of my kids. I told Adrian that technically the convention I was attending was still in session yesterday, but when I booked the ticket, the air ticket online, I felt that Saturday would be a good day for me to come back home. Also, OMG, I took a picture of my boarding pass of my connecting flight from Phoenix to Orange County because there was no gate listed. God really took care of even the little details that would have derailed me from my miracle. Had there been a gate number listed, I would have just immediately went straight to the gate area for my flight instead of stopping at the restaurant for lunch, which was on the other wing of the terminal of where the actual gate was where I ended up. Today I posted a live video on Facebook. I didn't reveal yet what the miracle was since I only sent a private video to a few people. But in the video I shared how persistent in prayer I was, and it took 20 years for it to be answered. So there you have it. Those are what's in the pages of the journal entry that you guys have been asking about, and I hope that it inspires you to really look within yourself of, you know, how far are you willing to reach for your dreams? And when you reach, I mean, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, when you're reaching, it really does stretch you. And with that stretching, it comes with growth, it comes with strength, it comes with fortitude, it comes with persistence. So ask yourself that. How far are you willing to stretch to reach for your dreams? And are you going to let your setbacks hold you back? I mean, I just shared with you my raw experiences on what I had to go through just in the period of, 3 days, just to get to the 20-year miracle, or even the week prior, what was going on of my situation with my business, getting to see if lawyers were going to get involved, and finances, and kids, and all that. So I inspire you and encourage you guys to be persistent, keep at it, no matter what. You're not alone. Bye, everybody.